Namaste. Now we are going to have the fourth video on Omkar or Pranava. The first video, we looked at the scientific discoveries about benefits of chanting Omkar. The second video was about the Vedantic perspective of Om. The third video was about the benefits of chanting Akara, the first syllable of Om. And now we are going to look at the benefits of chanting U, the second syllable of Vyahriti of Om. U is the second syllable. A, U, Ma, and then the Amatra or the silent part of the Omkar. So now looking at the second syllable U, let's just listen to a nice small little story. One day there was a king. So he walked into his darbar where all his courtiers are gathered. He is in the huge hall of the palace. He's sitting on the throne. Usually the king is a very cheerful person, laughing, smiling, inspiring, appreciative. But on that particular day, he seems to be completely bowed down by some kind of a worry. He seems to be in a world of his own, somewhat pensive, maybe even a little depressed, not paying attention to what is happening around him. Somebody talks to him. They have to talk a few times. They have to address him a few times before they gain his attention. All very unusual for that particular king. So finally, his personal advisor, he came and said, "Your Majesty, you seem to be somewhat distraught today. Something is bothering you. Can you please share what is bothering you? Maybe together we can find a solution for it." So the king is a little unwilling in the beginning. Then he says, "You know, in my dream last night, I had a very vivid dream. And in that dream, I was not a king. I was very poor. I was a beggar. I was sitting in the streets of this town, homeless, in rags. All I had was a begging bowl. And I kept calling to the passers-by, 'Have mercy. Please give me something. The Lord has given you so much. Please bless me with a morsel, with a small coin, with something that you can spare so that I can fill my stomach.' And I was so unhappy in my dream. I was so hungry, I was famished. I had no food. Nobody was giving me anything. It was so cold. I had nothing warm to wear. It started raining and there was nowhere I could shelter. And I was so terrified. I woke up. When I woke up, I was so warm and cozy in my big palatial bed with a warm rug in a huge palace. I have so much of luxury. I have so many riches. I have so much power. And then his personal advisor said, "Yes, Your Majesty, that was a dream. That's over. You're awake now. So why the distress?" You're all powerful. You're the king. Everybody will do your bidding. Your treasury is full of gold. It's full of money. It's full of valuables. Why are you still unhappy? And the king said, you know why I'm unhappy? Because I'm not sure whether I'm a beggar dreaming that I'm a king, or whether I am a king who dreamt that I was a beggar. How do I know? I don't know, right? So this story is important because the syllable U of Om, it corresponds to the dream state. A, U, Ma. So it comes between A and Ma. It is said to be the middle state. It is said to be the state between waking state and dream state. When we listened to the talk on we understood that corresponds to the waking state or the Jagrat Avastha. Whereas U, which comes between and Ma, corresponds to the dream state. Every night we sleep and we dream. And in the dream, the waking world is gone. Though the dream is actually generated using our knowledge, our memories, our experiences of the waking state. But when we are dreaming, the dream is very real, and the waking world doesn't exist for us. And the entire dream comes from our own mind. So if I'm dreaming that I have gone for a picnic with my friends, we have gone to a beautiful place where there is a big lake and tall mountains, and we are sitting and eating samosas and jalebis. And in my dream, I am different from my friends, I'm different from the mountain, from the lake, from the snacks that I'm eating, but in actuality, everything is myself. My mind has taken the form of the mountain, my mind has taken the form of the lake, my mind has taken the form of my friends, of the snacks, of my own form in the dream, the subtle body that I have taken up. Everything is nothing but my own mind. So in the same way, Vedanta says, the entire waking world is also a longer dream. But why chanting U is important is because U corresponds to the dream state. U corresponds to the emotional state, our unconscious mind, the mind that comes out in dreams, the mind that is controlling the conscious mind. Psychologists tell us that the mind is made up of 90% unconscious mind, all the tendencies that we have, all the experience that we have stored and forgotten about, pushed deep down into the mind, all the memories that are not there in the conscious mind but are stored in the subconscious mind. The anger that surfaces suddenly when something goes wrong in life, the envy, the fear, all these emotions which come up from the subconscious and control our thoughts, emotions, and actions in the waking state. So all this is stored in the subconscious mind, and U corresponds to the subconscious mind. So by chanting U, the Mandukya Upanishad, which is one of the 10 major Upanishads, which is supposed to be a Muktaka Upanishad. That means if we read that Upanishad, if we understand it, and if we practice the sadhanas that are described in that Upanishad, it definitely leads us to it leads us to liberation. So the Mandukya Upanishad, in its Phalashruti, when it is talking about the benefits of why we should find out more about Om and chant it and use it as a sadhana, that Upanishad says, Samanascha Bhavati, anybody who is a staunch sadhak, a seeker who is chanting U and meditating on the syllable of U, corresponding to the subconscious mind, corresponding to the dream state, corresponding to the cosmic being made up of the mind, intellect, and emotions of all the beings in this world. So when a meditator does sadhana, he chants U with this kind of an attitude and he meditates, then he gets into a state of complete equilibrium. Psychology calls this emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence has certain characteristics. It is defined as self-mastery. That means I am a master over my own self. I am able to manage myself. Empathy towards others. I am able to understand and empathize with other people. I am able to manage situations in my life. I am able to make the right decisions in my life. I have social intelligence. That means I am able to get along with all the other people in society with very healthy, harmonious relationships. And I am a balanced person inside. I am positive, I am happy, I am empathetic, I am harmonious. All my relationships are very healthy. So such a person is emotionally intelligent. And such emotional intelligence is not very easy to come by, isn't it? All of us have faced situations where we either lose control of ourselves or something happens to spoil our relationships, or we find it difficult to get on with other people in the society. We find it difficult to make decisions. We find it difficult to be peaceful inside, and so on. So by chanting U, the second Vyakriti or syllable of Om, the Upanishads tell us you will get self-mastery. That means you will become very equipoised. You'll be very, very balanced inside. And such a meditator will always be able to, he will be a harmonizing element in society. Wherever he goes, he brings harmony. He becomes peace. He does not gain peace. He becomes peace himself. His true nature is peace. So wherever he goes, peace. He is exuding peace. He is exuding harmony. And people are so happy to see him. All of us want to be popular. We do so many things to become popular. But the Upanishad says, chant U with devotion, with dedication, leading a dharmic life. Then what will happen? People will come and seek you. You don't have to go and seek anybody. They will come and seek you. They will seek your advice. They will value your words. Everybody will want to be with you. They will value your company so much. And the Upanishad makes one more promise. It says, such a person will become a liberated being. He will become a Brahmagnani. He will attain mukti. And not only that, his entire lineage, his children, his grandchildren, all of them will become Brahmagnanis. His jnana will percolate down all the generations. And normally Brahmagnanis will have disciples. So all the disciples are also his family. So all these disciples will also get Brahmajnana. This is the promise made by the Upanishad. So it is very important for us to chant U. U will give us tranquility. U will give us peace. It will remove all the traumatic baggage that we have stored in the subconscious mind. It will clear all this baggage and it will make the mind pure and expansive, peaceful and tranquil, loving and harmonious. So let us close our eyes for a minute, keeping our spine straight. Let us chant U together 3 times. Take a deep breath. Enjoy the silence. Inhale. Inhale. When you are doing this on your own, you can do it as many times as you like. Leave a gap between 2 chantings. Enjoy the silence before you chant again. Feel the peace deep within you. Feel the wellness in your being. Whenever you like, slowly open your eyes. So thank you for being with us. Join us again for the next video on the 3rd syllable of Om, the Makar. See you again.